I hope you fail. You must fail. You must fail fast. You must fail better. You must fail now. Yes, you heard me right. I really wish you a successful failure. Hello everyone, my name is Deeksha Kapoor and today I'll be sharing with you how to achieve successful failure. You might be thinking, is she out of her mind? Why will anyone wish failure upon you, directly to your face? And what's up with this bizarre oxymoron, successful failure? I have come to realize that no matter how objective we strive to be, we humans have evolved in a manner where we're inevitably emotional. Psychological and economic studies have shown the phenomena that any form of loss hits us twice as hard as a positive experience of equal magnitude. The greater pain of losing as compared to the pleasure of gaining causes us to develop an element of fear. We become wary of failure, and we avoid that pang of pain. This is also famously known as the loss aversion bias. And because of this, we tend to chase success, the pleasure of winning, the thrill. However, lost in our lust for victories, we often tend to forget that our successes are never final and failures are never fatal. They are not the most important fabrics of our life, and they do not epitomize our identity. We are the tailors of our own life. It is our choices, our growth, our journey, and ultimately how we choose to carry ourselves resiliently in the face of failure, or even humbly when we chance upon success, that truly defines our worth. I fervently believe that the most important step to successful failure is to just stop being wary of it. It is to pull ourselves out of the notion that failure is fatal. Failure felt fatal to me about 8 years ago. I was a bookworm, but also a decent badminton player, and I was elated when I was finally chosen to play my first ever competitive match. However, I was pitted against our opponent's strongest player. And while she danced around the court, I lumbered. And when she just smashed with aplomb, I floundered. That day, I was crushed, defeated. I failed. Inconsolable by my friends, I sought solace in the embrace of my books. And in a collection of poems from the Middle East, I chanced upon an ancient wisdom, and it calmed all my sorrows. This too shall pass. These words are a warning to us all, we who think that the good times will never end, and a comfort to us all, we who think that the bad times will always last. Sobered by their wisdom, I resolved to let my failure pass. I trained harder than ever. Day after day, I trained until my legs were sore and my arms cramped, and I was faster, stronger, and smarter on the court. And at my very next match, my heart was beating like a war drum, and I was brimming with absolute confidence. And I lost. Again. What a failure I was when my very best was just not good enough. Again, I sought refuge in my books, determined to quit badminton forever. That was until the words of Beckett reached my eyes and my soul. Ever tried, ever failed. No matter. Try again, fail better. I realized that in my defeat, I had played better than ever before. I pushed my opponent to a very limit, and her victory had been earned from an unrelenting foe. I had failed, but I failed better. Sometimes it takes a poet to remind us that we can be proud of who we are, as long as we make our tomorrow better than our today. So I picked up my racket and I played again, and I gained victory at the third time of asking. You must be thinking I was jumping with joy. Well, yes, I may have done a little celebrating. It was my first win after all. However, I was also serene, because I know that time marches relentlessly on, and as long as we keep trying, failing, and failing better, success will never be final, and our failures never fatal. This particular experience in my life showed me that it was not my consecutive failures that defined who I was. It was how I coped with them. I learned that my failures pushed me to improve and groomed me to fight even bigger future challenges. I had achieved my first step in learning how to achieve successful failure. To embrace it and to just keep pushing. We are bombarded by constant stimuli. And now with this COVID-induced lifestyle, we are prisoners of our own homes, shackled to our devices. Limited socialization, no traveling, and these online modes of working have stripped us of the energy that we once had. Along with that, living in a hyper-competitive country like Singapore has simply added to the baggage of societal expectations, which causes us to trivialize our own dreams and imaginations. However, many don't realize that those who cease to wonder actually lose the most of all and fail unsuccessfully. When I was a young girl, my hero was Amelia Earhart. I wanted to be a dauntless explorer, just like her. I wanted to fish for stars on the crescent moon, walk on the fiery surface of the sun. Slowly but surely, my dreams came crashing down. My friends first mocked me for daring to aim so high, and later, when they grew more learned, they scorned my veneration for a pilot too reckless to live and too eager to die. And soon, my aspirations melted away like the wings of Icarus, and I, like countless children before me, stopped wondering. Our elders tell us to excel, but only in fields already tilled by others. Be a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer, they say. Never take the road not taken by others. But where would we be if we did take that road that's less traveled by? In 1492, Columbus would not have sailed to the horizons and beyond. He would not have discovered a whole new world and challenged many more to explore the four corners of the earth later. But because he chose to wonder, the spirit of Columbus, Magellan, and Cook made the world a little smaller, more connected, and more understood. And humanity is better for this fabric, the wandering spirit. In 1609, Galileo would not have cast his wandering eyes to the heaven, or explored the universe itself through the power of a humble lens. He could not have challenged the dogma of mighty Rome and pushed the boundaries of our very minds. But because he chose to wonder, Newton, Darwin, and Einstein could stand on the shoulders of this giant and peer into the works of gravity, evolution, and the atom itself. And humanity is better for this wandering mind. In 1906, Gandhi would have stayed a lawyer instead of wandering into the path of British bullets. He could not have helped the desperate Zulu in South Africa or the oppressed millions in India. But because he allowed his soul to wander and become the Mahatma, he led the way for King, Mandela, and Malala to fight for the souls trapped in tyranny and torment. And humanity is better for this wandering soul. I think I shall dream of Amelia Earhart once again. Yes, she is lost to mystery, but her legacy will drive me to wonder once more. Failure is inevitable, and the choice to fail unsuccessfully or to fail successfully is only up to us. Being able to fight off the normative social influence and societal pressures and not being able to compare ourselves to everyone else is a pivotal moment that shapes the notion of our possibilities. Being able to wonder and imagine brings to the fore extravagant opportunities. And these are, of course, symbolic of our identity. And because of this, we're then able to indulge in activities and events that we truly enjoy. Columbus, Galileo, and Gandhi showed me that humanity's and our life's best fabric to achieve successful failure is in fact just our wandering spirit, mind, and soul. And they're all intricately interwoven to help us achieve successful failure. As every day, these details in the metaphorical fibers that we decide to wear defines who we are. It shapes our mindset and all the imperative tenets of our life that mold us into becoming the person we're meant to become. We need to understand that failure is just success. And sustained success is going from failure to failure without losing the zest. So let me ask you one question. When you fail, do you belittle yourself, surrender, and just walk away? Or do you pick yourself up no matter how nasty that fall, dust yourself off, understand what went wrong, and work better? And most importantly, are you able to do this over and over and over again? Navigating blockers and overcoming struggles is only possible when we learn to fail successfully and gracefully. So I hope that you attain successful failures every single day of your life. Because in the end, you are setting yourself up for lifelong success and happiness. Thank you very much